Hi, I hope everybody is staying well mentally and physically in this crazy time that we are all experiencing. Somebody over on the blog reminded me that I have not given you guys an update on my bullet art journal since I started it. So I thought that I would give you a quick flip through. This is the template that I made in the beginning of the year before the year began, and I'll show you how I use that. But basically I trace this weekly to do my weekly spreads, and I shall show you that in a minute. Some of these photos you might recognize. This was the opening page, Hello 2020, with the key and the index, which I need to update. The future log, January through April and May through December. Of course, everything is very up in the air right now. Like basically stay home. And this is my typical monthly spread, which includes my goals for the month. And then I highlight the days that I actually accomplished that goal. And my to-dos for the month. Like every month I want to do my newsletter for the blog and plan out my social media content, that types of things. And I include a printout of the calendar that you guys can all download for free in the freebie library. And if you're not sure how to access that, then send me a note and I will send you all the details. So here was week 1, and I did this vision spread because my word for the year is vision. And I included a vision quote over here, and it was a busy week, the first week of January. I've also been stamping in the month over here and highlighting which week it is in that month. And as far as the days of the week, I've been going through different stamp sets that I had collected along the way or practicing my hand lettering. Like every month, every weekly spread, I hand letter. So here's an example of how I used this template. I traced it. Then the following week, I flipped it this way and I traced it again. So I've been trying to make the art really match what happened during that week. And this week we had 3 snow days, a 2-hour delay, and another 2-hour delay. So it was all about snow that week here. And this week was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And again, I just rotated this 90 degrees. So now consistency and yet variety. This is a free printable in the same freebie library, and there's a process video too. This one was not thematically specific. I was just working on a portrait that week. And then here was my February monthly spread. My goals remain the same. I still didn't do awesome on my exercise or being very highly consistent with the blog, but I'm getting there. And I found these tabs in my old scrapbook stash. They were Martha Stewart, and so I've been putting them so that I can flip really quickly to the beginning of each month in here. And these calendars, I don't know if you have downloaded yours or not. This one has my daughter's birthday in it, which the download doesn't, but it includes a lot of things that might be pertinent for your art, like American Painters Day or Floral Design Day. And then it also includes holidays that are American, but not necessarily federal, like Super Bowl and Groundhog Day, Leap Day, Mardi Gras, things that are culturally holidays, but not federal holidays. So the calendar goes a little bit beyond your typical calendar. This week in February was Oscars week, and I saw all of the movies that were up for Best Picture, and I was inspired by the Jojo Rabbit poster to do this. Valentine's week. This was my daughter's birthday party. Was it this weekend or the next weekend that we did her birthday party the next weekend, but it was a butterfly themed party, and so I really wanted to recreate this butterfly that I saw on Pinterest that I thought was so pretty. And I really like how it turned out. There's a process video for this also on the blog if you're interested in seeing how that came about. This is, it was starting to get kind of spring-like outside, and it's a technique I like to do with hot glue. Because this was all oil pastels, I left kind of a sheet protector in here so that the oil pastels wouldn't rub off over here too much more than it already did. And the beginning of March, I did not do my monthly goals in March. This was International Women's Day this weekend, and so that's why I created this lady. And this was the beginning of coronavirus internationally. And so at this point, I was wondering about the world more like, are you okay? World, you know, Italy and China and the places where it was heated up quickly in the beginning. Additionally, every spoke in this page is a different gelatos technique. These are all gelatos that I did for this. And so I'm going to be doing a blog post on all of these different techniques. So you'll see this video as well. Coming soon. And here you go. School canceled, trumpet canceled, scouts canceled, all appointments canceled, COVID-19 sweeps through America. So you'll start seeing my weeks get really empty all of a sudden. But it was St. Patrick's Day this week, and so I did this luck quote. And then shelter in place was put into effect here. I'm in the Seattle area. And so COVID-19 really has kind of taken over at this point where I live. And grades were due for the kids on Sunday, so we worked so hard all week long on their schoolwork. And that Friday, we drove through McDonald's for their reward for working so hard on their schoolwork. That's the last time I left the house. And it was just to a drive-through and home. So you can see that COVID-19 and coronavirus is just on my mind now, right? Shelter-in-place order has been extended, and but we started kind of a new normal. So people are going out, but they're wearing masks and gloves, and trumpet has resumed, but it's via Zoom. And we've got Zoom mommy happy hours and meetings and, you know, kind of date night in type stuff. So it's interesting. So it says a very strange new normal. And I'm trying to use stitching on all of my work now because that's part of my 100-day project. So this one had some hand stitching and this one had some machine stitching. And I also stitched her little mask. And that's it. Then now we are starting April, and I've started to keep up with this again, but I haven't done my art yet for this week. So April and beyond will keep you updated. So I'm keeping up with my art journal page a week so far, and the art is reflective of what's happening. So for me, this is accomplishing what I hoped it would accomplish, which is that it's actually a journal of sorts. I am doing art every week, and I am journaling something that is happening during my life at that time. So there you have it. That is the Bullet Art Journal and how it's going. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys are also doing any bullet art journaling. I'd love to see it. Have a great day. Stay healthy.